Thump, 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 thump. A heartbeat is the most common indicator to determine whether a person is dead or alive. It is only when the heart ceases to beat that the body stops receiving oxygen and all other systems fail. According to Dr. James Burnett, a neurologist at Dartmouth College's Geisel School of Medicine in New Hampshire, a person can only be clinically determined dead by a doctor after their heart has stopped beating. If the absence of a heartbeat determines whether someone is dead, why do countless people disregard the beating heart of a 6-week embryo? If a baby inside a woman has a heartbeat, what right do abortion activists have in killing it? Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary defines murder as the crime of unlawfully killing a person. Murder is no new topic on the world stage. In fact, references to the unlawfulness of killing another person go all the way back to biblical times when Cain killed Abel. Yet somehow the lines have become blurry. Just like stabbing someone in an alley or assisting in a suicide, abortion is a type of murder and should be illegal. Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary defines abortion as the termination of a pregnancy after, accompanied by, resulting in, or closely followed by the death of the embryo or fetus. Today, clinics that offer abortion services are available across the country. There are multiple ways in which a baby can be aborted, but each method has one thing in common: the baby's heart must first stop beating. Once a doctor has ended the baby's life, it is removed from the woman a few different ways depending on the stage of pregnancy. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, also known as the CDC, reports that 91.1% of abortions were performed at less than or equal to 13 weeks gestation. All babies removed from their mothers this early in pregnancy have zero chance of survival outside the uterus. Even more shocking, in 2015, 638,169 legal abortions were reported to CDC from 49 reporting areas. The moral principle of killing someone is never justified based on their age. Society readily acknowledges that once a baby is born, any person who tried to kill the baby would be deemed a murderer and sent to jail. Likewise, society agrees that it is equally as immoral to kill a 90-year-old as it is to take the life of a young toddler. Most people see the killing of younger people as even more tragic because the young have so much more to live for. Why then would abortion activists have the legal right to end the life of an innocent baby just because it has not been born yet? Legality aside, this is immoral and should be illegal. People who are against abortion, known as pro-life individuals, believe that babies are considered alive before they are born. The Endowment for Human Development, an organization devoted to healthy pregnancies, explains that a baby's heart is one of the first organs to develop and is normally beating around 3 weeks after fertilization. This photo shows a 5-week fetus. You will notice the red circle. That is the baby's heart, and it's beating. Most women do not even know they are pregnant until they are over 5 weeks pregnant. A pregnancy test will not register positive until 2 to 3 weeks after fertilization. If a woman is not consciously trying to get pregnant, it usually takes even longer for her to figure out she is pregnant. In most cases, by the time a woman knows she's pregnant, the baby's heart is beating. Pro-life and pro-choice people alike believe that killing someone after they are born is morally unacceptable. The only difference between being pro-life or pro-choice is if a person believes the baby is alive before it is born. Because babies have a heartbeat by the time the mom finds out she is pregnant, I would argue that that baby is alive. Pro-life arguments are based on morality and logic, whereas pro-choice arguments focus on more selfish motives. One popular argument for pro-choice individuals is that abortions are circumstantial. These people claim that if you feel like an abortion is right for you and your family, you should be able to have that right. They think the government does not know what is best for everyone, so the choice to have an abortion should be left up to the individual. However, if we compare the act of killing a fetus with killing a child who is 3 years old, in both cases, it is obvious that the taking of life is morally wrong. Anyone engaging in sexual activity runs the risk of getting pregnant and will have to live with those consequences. Whether or not to have sex is a choice, whereas killing a baby should not be a choice. Those who support abortion, known as pro-choice individuals, argue that the woman should have the right to decide if she wants to keep the baby, not the government. However, what these individuals fail to recognize is that an abortion is not an issue of freedom of choice. It is an issue of protecting the innocent. A woman who gets pregnant already made the choice to have unprotected, or sometimes protected, sex. As a result, there are consequences for these actions. Namely, life is created. The Declaration of Independence states, all men are created equal, and they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If in order to abort a baby, its heart must be stopped, then that baby is considered alive. And if the baby is alive, then it too is entitled to these rights. It is the responsibility of the government to protect the lives of the innocent, especially unborn babies. Thump, 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 thump. Morality is never circumstantial. Since a heartbeat is used to determine whether a born baby is alive, the heartbeat should also be used to determine whether an unborn baby is alive. Just like stabbing someone in an alley or assisting in suicide, abortion is a type of murder that should be considered illegal. Thank you.